Okay, alive. Alright, there's the URL copied. Just need to paste it, send it here, and we should be good to go. Alright, this is the video. Okay, I might just have to adjust a little bit here on the main screen. Just device volume a little bit. Okay, so yeah, we should be good to go on that end. I just have to set some things on my side and just chill a little bit here. You guys will have to be patient while I set things up. So I'm actually solo for this one, and you're gonna have to chill for me while I check who the ref is and add him up. Right, ref for fake frauds is 3243. I think I should have that person already now. 3243 3243 51725 51725. Okay, ID search. Okay, Q flow. Oh, it's still him. It's the same guy. All right, then I have him already. It's not on yet because it's not actually time. I decided to go live just yet. All right. Let me see how the stream is. Let me see how the quality is on that end. Just yet. Yeah, no one is here yet. Yep, no one is here yet. Alright, yeah, no one is here just yet, but I'm live already. So, I just have to just send the link wherever I can send it. Day 2. Let's do this.
A ruler's work is never done, but your presence is not forgotten.
Let's do this. Okay. Okay. Okay, day 2. Let's do this. This is now qualifiers. Day 2. Alright, I'm here and I am live. So there's the ref has naturally logged 6 minutes to the game. I decided to set things up early to make sure everything is all good on my end. Let me just get my earpiece real quick. I know I have it around my neck. Don't tell me I forgot that stuff. Yeah, don't tell me I forgot my earpiece. Wow. That is actually kind of crazy. Okay guys, so I think I forgot my earpiece where I went to, so that's definitely not a good thing, but I guess I have this spare here. I don't exactly like it, but that's have to make do with what's available, right? So posted the link on the ML Hub channel, so I'm expecting some people to really troop in soon. You know, right now we're still waiting for the ref to come to log in. So yeah, you just have to be patient. Okay, I can see Isaac already here. It says Soten. Yeah, I'm not surprised actually. Soten do have a lot of supporters. And then someone says everyone they watch African Cup. Yeah, the MLN 3 crown stuff is going on. I'm aware. There's a lot of people there actually. There's like almost 90 people on the stream there. So that's actually pretty big. You know, that's actually pretty big. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised actually. But then again, there's okay, someone says you're right. Yeah, Gabriel. I actually watched it myself before I came here. I really just wanted to see Kami and the rest. There's some 2 guys there that are actually like casting as well there. So it has pretty interesting stuff going on there, and it's pretty big too. So I had to say. Someone says sadly I'll join them soon. No issues, bro. No issues. Personally, I also wish I could actually watch it myself, but hey, I'm the caster here, so I can't actually leave my post. Yeah. So yeah, you should actually go if you want to, because that's basically the biggest event right now. It's the hottest event right now. You know, we humans, we always want to be at where it's at. So yeah. So but today we do have a very interesting fixture. We've got Soten versus. Okay, I want to try my best not to call them their name because I don't like their name. So I'm gonna call them FF. Okay, Soten versus FF. I'm not gonna call them fake frauds because I don't like using derogatory words in my casting. So I'm gonna call them FF. So Soten versus FF, and we've seen Soten do a lot of things, right? We've seen Soten play in a lot of scenarios. We've seen them play in professional situations. Like I think we saw Soten in the rookies tournament. I think we also saw Soten in the main squad leader tournament. I think we saw the leader of Soten there. So, there's really a lot of times we've seen Soten in the ML Hub events. They're not new. So, I really hope they have something good to cook tonight, because tonight they're facing FFs. I'm not going to call them their name because I don't use derogatory terms when I'm casting. But yeah, 2 minutes until we go live, until the game starts. So, I'm actually waiting for Q-Flow is logging in right now. I can see him. He's almost here. Q-Flow is almost here. And yes, Q-Flow is online. So I'm waiting for him to actually invite me. And we'll get straight into it, guys. So yeah, I'm waiting for him to actually invite me for this one. Alright. Q-Flow. Okay, let me just... I'm the only one now. Alright, now that I've given that to Q-Flow, he's going to take note of that. And yeah, we're gonna wait for the players to get invited and we get straight into it, guys. So you just have to be patient while the game loads. Alright, I can see 3 people watching live. What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome to day 2 of the seasonal qualifiers. And I know you might be wondering why the numbers here are small, and it's because of the finals going on there with the 3 Crowns tournament. That's a pretty big one. Everyone wants to see how that ends. So yeah, I don't really expect a lot of traffic here tonight, but then it's gonna be big. It's a big thing. It's a big thing going on there. Personally, I would have loved to watch it myself. But Hyper says I have arrived. Welcome, Hyper. Welcome to the stream. It's FF versus Soten tonight, and you can see Hiroshi already here. So that's some level of punctuality there. I like that. Being on time is a very important thing. I think there's a grace period though in the rules that permits some level of lateness. But then again, you don't want to do that. You don't want to be late on the day you have a tournament match. So someone says we know really send you. Okay, that's someone else. So Isaac says Soten for the win, and that's the second time Isaac is saying that. You must really be a big supporter of Soten for you to be able to say that twice. Wow, that's definitely something. Are you a Soten member? Okay, it says so a certain person. Wow. You're not Soten, but you've been like rooting for Soten in the wow, that's actually pretty interesting. Okay, I do like that though. That's some level of impartiality here. You're not part of them, but you're still supporting them. I like that. And then someone says there's this player. Okay, I'm not sure if you're talking to the, referring to the stream, but another person says, how sure are you? I'm not sure you're referring to me either, so I'm not gonna focus on that. But yeah, guys, we just have to wait, let the players come in, and we're going to get straight into it. I'm just gonna get my water close to me. I need that, helps when I'm casting. But one sec, I'll be back. casting. The biggest enemy of casting. Damn. Biggest enemy of casting. He's right here. Qatar. Okay. So far. Okay, someone says Gabriel says Soten to win. Wow. Well, to be fair, four of their members are already here, so that's good punctuality on their end. That's very good punctuality on their end. Okay, I think that's not a good thing because now QFlow has said that if FFs are not here after 10 minutes, they're gonna be a walkover of game one. That's not good because if Soten wins this, that's not gonna be a nice one. That's gonna be an easy game one. So FFs better show up because so far none of them are here, and we only have 6 minutes left. So that's not a good one. Crimson Era is which team? I think Crimson Era played by 9. So yeah, okay, yeah. FF, one member of FF is here. So yeah, that's them. They're joining in, gradually. So we just have to be patient at this point. Okay, one more member left, so I can get straight into it. There's no time again, I beg. Let's go into. I'm having catastrophe. Kai, the enemy of casting. Down. We'll be fine. We'll be good. I'll make it work somehow. I guess I have to. I don't know who wants this earpiece, but I guess I'll just make do with what's left. That's the thing. Okay, so someone asked for the rules, and then Aki said, Aki said, what's the rules? QFlow tells them you get 3 minutes of pause if any member is having net issues in the game. Well, yeah, that's a given. That's a given. So someone says indicate by spamming recall. Yeah, that's QFlow. Yeah, that's true. Said from at least 3 members. Okay, we definitely keep that in mind that if 3 members spam recall, that they have to give them the pause. That's actually a required thing. And someone says in case of an AFK pick, you're allowed to redo draft pick. Wow. But okay, that makes sense. Actually, If there's an AFK pick, you're allowed to redraft. Okay, but is it gonna be the same draft? Okay, someone says, Kflow says AFK pick is considered only if there is no retribution. Wow. All right, valid. I think that makes sense. Okay, that's another person that says Soten for the win, and that's Makui. Man, you guys are just rooting for Soten. I ain't seen any FF rooters. No one wants FF to win. What's going on, guys? Come on. I mean, we're all for impartiality here, but then again, it's important to show who you are supporting. But hey, someone says, bro, take Sinew Fed. Is that a medicine? Is that a medicine, or is that a drug, or I don't know what that is. Is that a medicine? Okay, so someone says AFK is only considered when there's no retribution. Okay, so if there's no retribution, that's considered an AFK pick. And okay, yeah, it's a medicine, Sinew Fed. All right, I'll check it out. I'll see if the pharmacy has it for me, so I can get it. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Someone says, Murphy Gaming says, pro bots like me. Well, I'm not sure if pro and bots fit in the same sentence, but sure, whatever you say, man. And then someone says, yeah, I'm not actually calling them fake frauds. I want to call them FFs because I don't like using derogatory words when I'm casting. So I want to call them FFs. So if you guys know, who I'm talking about when I say FFs, okay? And I'm going to call them Soten because Soten or Kishidan is actually long. So I'm just going to call them Soten. I'm trying my best to reduce how long I spend pronouncing things. So these are some of the acronyms I'm going to be employing to achieve that. And so Kflow keeps giving the rules here. He says each team is allowed to change only 2 heroes when there is a redraft. So it kind of makes sense if you think about it, because when there's a redraft, you've got to allow some level of permission because of the mistake earlier. If they just make the same thing, it's not going to work out. So yeah, it kind of makes sense. And then that's the 4th person saying Soten, and that is Jordan. My goodness, you guys don't even want to root for FF at all. Okay, no problems. But then again, I'll be the one to point fingers when FFs do turn the game and win game 1. So I'm gonna point fingers at all of you supporters for Soten. So don't you leave the stream after that game ends. If it does end in FF's favor, that is because you don't know how the game is gonna end. Both teams haven't played yet, so you have to you don't have to. So someone says, imagine using Tigreal as MM. That's unusual. That doesn't happen all the time. How does that work? How does Tigreal MM work? I mean, do you mean that? Like, that is just something. So someone says, Judah, you know Didi. Okay, yeah. That's his friends with someone else. Okay, Kflow is still briefing them on the rules on how that works, so I don't actually want to talk too much on that. Let Kflow just do his thing. He's the ref for this one, so he's basically in his rights at this point. So I'm just gonna be engaging with you guys. So guys, talk to me, let me know what you think. So far I think one person hasn't readied up yet, and that's Aki, so I can't actually start the game. Even if Aki is readied up, he's still briefing them on the rules. He's still doing the briefing. So yeah, he's still well within his rights and doing his thing. So I just have to be patient for him, and he will give me the signal. So are we all ready to start? Okay, someone says understood. Yes, boss. All right, I think they are done. Okay, can I start? Let me tell them, can I start? One sec. Can I start? Let me ask. Can I start? That means my keyboard. Okay. Can I start? Okay. Oh, okay. I think they're doing the lobby bans now. So yeah, I think they're doing the lobby bans. They have to do the lobby bans first. Okay, so please to avoid this kind of situation, let's all read up on the rules ahead of time. The rules are on the ML Hub Discord. Let's all read up on the rules, please. Let's know the rules, because now they've spent about 2 minutes or 3 minutes now talking about the rules. So let's all read up so that we can avoid this kind of thing. And then so now he's trying to do the lobby bans, which was what he should have started when the game, when they initially were completing the lobby. But that briefing was necessary because both teams needed to know that. Okay, so someone says, is there another link for Crimson Match? No, Crimson Match is not actually streamed, so that's not actually happening, that I know of. That is, because they might be streamed, I don't know, but that I know of, no. Crimson match is not actually getting streamed. Someone says, oh my, they busy. Okay, it's referring to someone else. Alright, someone says main mount for Soten. Yeah, people are actually rooting for Soten and Samebros. People are actually rooting for him. So Killflow is still doing his thing, regulating the bans and the lobby bans. So you just have to be patient, guys. At this point, this one is, you know, outside my rights. And then not on the list says I want to watch MG. Well, you have to discuss with the management team, because I'm not actually the one that gets to pick the match that is streamed. My job is just to stream the match and cast the match. Okay, so someone says MG now. Okay, I'm not gonna actually pronounce that. Neither will I engage that, because I don't engage derogatory comments. And please, guys, let's try our best to keep things friendly in the chats. Okay, someone says Chai. Well, yeah, Chai indeed, because you didn't get to see what you wanted. But then Ilo says okay, Ilo's Lapu Lapu is banned by Soten, and then 1-1 and Xbog is banned. Wow, so Xbog, 1-1, Hylos and Lapu Lapu are banned. Okay, we gotta take note of that. If they repeat that ban in the lobby, then it means that in the draft rather, it means that they've wasted those bans. But yes, I think that's gonna be the sign from Qflow. He's gonna give me a sign to start, and we can get straight into it. Yes, we can get straight into it. So we need to just chill for a bit. I think they're gonna give me the sign to start. Once Qflow give me the sign to start, I'll just start the game and we can get straight. Because time is already fast spent. Time is fast spent. This game looks like it's going to run down into the night. Okay, I need to check this. Is that a message? Okay, say you will tell me when to start. Alright, no issues. You just have to wait for a signal then. You just have to wait for a signal. Okay, said you're not allowed to pick any of these heroes in the game, as it will cause automatic DQ. Okay, that's it. Good. Black Panther starts. Okay, that's the sign, and we get straight into the draft. Let's do this. I think I'm lagging. Am I lagging? That's unusual. Alright, so we are straight into the draft here, and as you know it, this is how we normally start. And really, it's taking too long. Yeah, that took too long because they had to brief them on the rules. And like I always say, guys, this is something that could have been avoided really if you had just took your time to read up on the rules on the ML Hub Discord channel. It would have saved us a lot of time. But what's done is done, and let's get straight into the draft. You can see why it says ban, first ban for the side of Soten, and FFs also taking down the CC. I mean, there are some meta bans that could have gone down, but if they don't want to take it down, no issues. I hope they have contingency plans against that. But that's the joy ban from, is that Sync? Okay, Cynic. Okay, Cynic, that's a pretty interesting name. And then Shiro here with the ban, the second ban for FFs. I don't want to call those guys that name. I don't know why they used such a very concerning name for their squad. I mean, of all things to use. But Equalizer here with the first pick has to make this one worth it though. You know, there are some meta picks that are available, but there's the mid lane. Okay, Fasa, the maiden, the blind maiden, or Xavier, a little bit indecisive here, just thinking of what to go with and what will work with the comp. I also have to think about that as well. And be the first pick, you've got the element of surprise there, but he will settle for the Arbiter of Light from Onian Empire, Xavier, and Fake. Okay, F. I'm not gonna call them Fake. All right, so F, they have to try and make this work. The first two picks, they could leverage on this advantage they have, but Kai and Aki already know that they don't have to succumb to the pressure, and that's the Kale pick. And the Sun, the Simeon God is locked, but no, okay, they didn't lock down the Sun. Wow, I almost thought they chose the Sun, but no, they didn't choose the Sun. They actually chose the Fasa, and that's what Equalizer wanted to go for before, but he didn't actually go for it. He went for the Xavier. But yeah, Kale is definitely going to be problematic against the Xavier, so Equalizer definitely has to keep his guard up and also heighten his senses against that tidal strike. But that Cynic locking down the Belric, the Nature God is down, and also the Hunter MZ will go for the Roger pick. A very brilliant pick in my opinion, but Fake Kai has to make it work somehow. He's got the third pick, and no jungler yet or an EX laner for FFs. They've got to calm down and really think this through. They've got a lot of CC. Cynic is packing the Belric. The Wrath of Dryad is there. But no, we'll settle for the Lancelot. That Thundro's got to do some justice to that. But Aki here on Fake, from Fake, he has to lock down the Melissa. Well, to be fair, if you notice the pattern of the bans here, the Irithel and the Melissa ban, Irithel is actually very problematic, especially in the late games. You don't know what to deal with the heavy crossbow, and the Melissa, the eyes on you and the go away, the falling, those skills are very problematic. But that's the most what's with the marksman bans, man. I mean, 3 marksman are bans in just one draft. That is concerning. You know that, yeah, those marksman are definitely gonna be problematic in those lineups. But there's Shiro with the 4th pick for FFs. Is gonna make this work somehow, and that's the glue. You are facing a cluster for this one that is definitely gonna be problematic against Equalizer and MZ. But well, they definitely gonna have some mobility there to counter that. But I do hope so, because Shiro is going to be a problem definitely for them. But there's the last 2 picks for Soten, and that's Kimi there with Phovius. Okay, so be slightly indecisive here. He has to make it work. He has to choose. But no, we'll settle for Leslie. You know, I feel like a Leslie is actually better, because the glue will get tanky, and Leslie's true damage is actually nice, because if you know how to use it, of course, that's the thing. But Aki with the final pick for FFs, you know, to conclude the draft. But the man's thinking, what will he go for? And the marksman will be Beatrix, and that settles and conclude the draft for the first game of the qualifiers tonight in the fixture. Soten versus FFs in the day 2 of the tournament, guys. What do you think? Which draft are you inclining towards? The draft of Soten or the draft of FFs? As the game loads, I will be engaging you guys. Alright, so someone says glue, yes, glue is actually very problematic. I actually saw that one coming, but then, you know, a glue is something they can have a walk around with if they know how his grab works. You know, when he possesses you, just don't attack, just don't do anything. Eventually he's gonna detach from you. But hey, situations like that hardly happen, as there's always one person that wants to hit him as hard as he can. But you really have to take note of that one. But Isaac says FF gets skins. Yeah, well, Nepo babies food here now. They have a lot of Nepo babies here. But someone says FF may take game 1. Yes, they might take game 1, but don't forget, Soten is an experienced team. They've dealt with a lot of situations, so you shouldn't underestimate Soten either. They know what they are doing, and they cannot afford to let FF take advantage of them, especially in the early game. Not with this lineup. They've got Phovius and they've got Belric. Those are 2 very solid frontliners, so you can't afford to mess this up, especially in the early games, especially when Phovius is frontlining for you. But game's already started, guys, and someone says, oh, your Leslie go suffer. Well, positioning is everything when you get to a marksman. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna stop engaging right now so I can focus on the game as we get straight into the map, into the land of dawn. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream, and let's get straight into this as I zoom out on this screen a little bit just to see what is going on so I can see things clearly. One sec, one more, and that is it. That will do it. Okay, now onto the mid lane here. Let's see what Nairo is up to. Okay, there's the tidal strike, but nothing too serious here. We're not willing to use the Surge of Life onto the mid lane. Okay, just preserving the stacks of the Surge of Life, just preserving it, just making sure she has it ready on the go. You might need that healing there. But then onto the lethal, there might be a little contest here or a little clash. Nairo not willing to target one. Okay, wanted to go for that Xavier, but no, one man is caught in the mystic field, and Fuyu will fall to Empress. But really, you have to wonder, how did that work? That Xavier Mystic Field Equalizer really came through for him there. You see, that's the thing about the Xavier. You have to be careful. The Mystic Field is an immobilization CC, and you have to be careful around it, especially in those moments. But up top, on there, you can see Shiryu on the glue getting a bit pressured here by the Phovius. But that's the split, and not having the maximum stacks yet. But the grab doesn't have the ultimate yet, so you cannot possess him right now. And the Thundros come up. Support is here for Shiryu. But really, how much more can he endure and hold up there? This Phobius doesn't seem to be retreating here, but because of Crow comes out, and that's the gang. Title strike does not connect out of range, but that's the Surge of Life as well. Phantom Slash comes in, goes in, Thunders as well, but Kai finds the kill there, and that's the Shot of Life. The Barry comes in to support, but Will can't be. How much more can they salvage? They don't have the Wrath of Dryad, and the grab dispossessed him into the turret here, taking turret damage. He has to force staff to flicker out. The Divine Light will miss. There's the Bloodthirsty Howl trying to get him, but the Lycan Pass is on that cooldown. Turret dives, but MC will fall to Kai as a punishment for that turret dive, and the turtle has spawned. Not a good time for MC to die, because they will need him for this turtle for equalizer. Okay, Title Strike connects though. There's the Surge of Life. Maximum stacks. Divine Light connects, but it's a bit lower, and for you, we'll finish him off with the Feathered Airstrike from that distance. My goodness. Well, that wasn't exactly a wise turret dive, because you know, the turtle had spawned. So at that point in time, MC's priority wasn't actually to chase kills. His priority was to ensure that the objective was secured, but that wasn't the case. And you can see down bottom, okay, up top here, they're really trying to drag things out. But down bottom, there's a gang cooking up here. Title Strike comments, but there's the sensitivity from Soten. He sees that one coming, and Nairo is forced to go back to the mid lane to rotate. That's the thing. When your element of surprise is already used up, you know, okay, Title Strike, but that does not see that one coming there. The Bloodthirsty Howl with the Lycan Pounds, and the Phantom Execution comes in. Kai trying to salvage them, but the Torrent Rose does not take MC out, and we'll walk into that one. Cynic already there on the Bell Rig. The Rattle Dryad has been unlocked past the level 4. But so far, down bottoms, MC really trying to farm here, but the Feathered Strike comments. Okay, Solian getting camouflaged here, and that's the Feathered Strike. Okay, Nairo already engaging there. Taunt rolls onto Solian, but Solian knows how to navigate that one. Phantom Execution defensively to get out, and the Divine Light connects onto 2. Nothing too harmful though. They will retreat, and the Title Strike will miss MZ there. They have to just make this, you know, wave clear. They have to make this wave clear. They have to balance out the waves. No, the kills are not just important, but that's Shiro up top, really dragging things out with the Shadow of Dread, Phobius, and he knows how to drag it out. Hush, just holding out his own on the EX plane, holding out. But that's the gang cooking up for him, and the Python strategy as well. But the Turtle has spawned, and that's signaling their attention. And MC has to be there. He wasn't there the last time. He has to be. But the Title Strike connects, but that's the Cynic getting caught in it, and the Mystic Field will immobilize them. But no, they will move towards the Turtle. But Cynic really trying to do what a Roma should. He really has to get up close and zone them out, and the Mystic Field misses. They really have to zone them out. That's the thing. That's, you know, as a Roma, you have to make sure that the enemy jungler is not up close. But that's rotation from Shiro down bottom to the Turtle, and that's the grab with the pass, trying to find the targets here. But the split does not find anyone or get the maximum stacks on anyone as well. MZ gets caught in this one. Okay, Shiro doing what an XP should, but the Turtle is almost taken down, and that's the split already with the grab, and that will not find anyone, forced to detach. Meanwhile, up top, there's a lot of process going down. Kai falls, and the Title Strike connects. Nairo goes down with him, Hush as well, and that is 2 for 1. They're not done yet. The Middle Passion comes out from Aki. He will try to control the crowd, but Shiro, Divine Light does not take Kai out. That was a close one. A close one, but no cigar for equalizer. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, Soten really just holding out. Has to farm the gold lane now that Aki is a bit far. But up top, Shiro rotating to clear the minion waves, you know, on the EXP lane before Hush could take advantage of this. Excuse me, guys. Okay, down bottom, Nairo just waiting. I like the fact that I like the rotation on this Kale actually. I actually do, because, you know, that Title Strike is really something she's using as okay, now look, okay, just be patient now. You can see Nairo really just coming down and just waiting, just by finding the targets here. With the Title Strike, with the Mystic Field does not connect onto her. And Cynic, you have to come in there and check those bushes, man. You're the Roma, that's your job. But Nairo just know how to keep the element of surprise and hold it out. You really have to, but there's the conceal coming in. So might find Solian here, but it's not a strike. Find Solian with the tsunami slam, but Solian flickers out. The middle passion does not connect. Solian with the demon reaction time, and that's Cynic trying to come in to find Rat of Triad. Cynic trying to strike to dodge the Rat of Triad, but Aki falls. MC finds him. The grab, the slam stop, the pass, and the grab finds one, and that's no. They have to go back. Not able to pull them back. Shiro getting into the turtle here. Has to get away. Title strike comes in, but that will not be enough. Has to flicker out, forced to flicker out, but the divine light is not available for equalizer to finish them off, as they will retreat, guys. Divine light, okay, but does not take out anyone though. Sorry guys, I'm having Qatar today. Okay, so MC on the mid lane, they have to wait. They have to wait it out at this point. They have to be patient at this point, because if you don't actually have the patience, you're going to make some very costly plays, and that's not going to be very beneficial for your team. But up top, Shiro defending that tier 1 on the EX play with everything he can, everything he has. But that's the turtle already being contested. MC starting it out, not waiting for Soten, but Puncture comes in, and that's Kai waiting for the right moment, waiting for his Roma. But down bottom, we can see Aki, okay, already trying to rotate up top, but that turtle will not be taken by anyone. Meanwhile, on up top, Solian, okay, third rose, but the divine light does not take anyone out, and MC trying to follow up here, not able to do, and that's the faster coming in. Rat of Triad connects onto Nairo. Nairo will fall, and that is a 1v1, 2-for-none trade in favor of Soten. I like the fact that, they kind of settled there because they wanted to go for the objective, but at some point Kai realized that, okay, look, why are we going for objective when the Lord is almost spawning? And MC here starting out the Lord, already waiting. He knows what he needs to go for. I like the fact that MC has shifted his focus to the objectives, because that's actually what matters. Meanwhile, Kai getting zoned out here and using the puncture to try to wait for that time. He can dash, but can he retreat? The Phantom Execution comes out. Kai steals it, and the Divine Light gets out with puncture. Kai is not done. Nero trying to count control and clean up, but there's the title strike. Can he do it? No, he's not letting him. And Harsh trying to clean up what's left of FMs, but he is diving more. Tsunami Slam brings him into the turret there, still diving, but no, the Shadow of Dread is gone, and he will not take anyone with him. And Shiro down bottom still getting a little bit confident here, and will fall to Cynic. The turret helped a lot there, and Kai trying to clear what's left of the mid lane, but that's the Dawn Rose. Cynic is forced to go into the turret. He has to make sure that he doesn't make any moves. The puncture comes in, trying to find the maximum stack of Soul Cutter here, taunting him up, but the Dawn Rose trying to take him down, but Zero gets him a little bit help with a feather airstrike. It takes him out. And MC down bottom trying to take out this Lord here. You see, that's the thing what happens when he gets stolen there. Ultimate snipe from Solian to check the bushes. And the Lord approaches from the bottom there. Mystic Field will miss Nairo though. And you can see Nairo just waiting for the right moment to use the title strike to target Solian. But Aki really trying to push this tier 2 here. They really have to take it out. The turret push matters more. The Mystic Field connects. Divine Light misses though. And that's the Federal Strike. Title Strike does not connect onto Solian. And Cynic comes in to support Mystic Field. Immobilizing there. And that's Cynic trying to run up top there. Cynic. But that's the Wings by Wings. Flickers out Nairo. But that's the Bloodthirsty Howl. He's not done, MC. But it's Tsunami Slam takes him down. Aki finishes the job. And Solian finds Nairo there. They try to find one. Grab the pass finally works for him. And Shiro takes one. That's the taunting him up, but brings him close. A kind of protective boom. Puncture comes in front of execution. Solian gets to try to take him out. But no, Aki, Kai tries to turret dive here. But Kai is not willing to take the risk. Meanwhile, Shiro does it. And he takes Solian out. Finally, Solian falls to them, and Puncture to clear the minion waves down bottom, as up top, Hush will try to take that tier 2 on the EXP lane. That was a very nice, that's a very nice push, because if you think about it, they had a chance there to push the waves, and they took advantage of it, really. I like the fact that Soten realized that, okay, look, if we can't take them out, if they're avoiding, team fights, We can definitely push, but up top, Nairo, ready there's the tsunami slam, pulling him in, MC, you're in a dangerous position, MC goes down to Shiro, of course, with Wrath of Dryad comes out, Cynic, tries to get revenge on the ultimate snipe from Soten in the back, but that's the title strike, but Solian sees that one coming, and will camouflage himself out of there. Meanwhile, Osh, okay, trying to steal bases. What is with the Phobia's base steal? We're spending our time, we're seeing here, but that's the Thundros to dodge the Dark Wave, and Shiro, just wait for the right moment, Phantom Execution. The Dark Wave will connect, Demonic Mark, Thundros as well. Dark Wave connecting, further pursuit. This Phobius is not willing to let go. Meanwhile, up top on the Lord's side, Aki already starting out the Lord here, but Kai is not with him, so this is a gamble as it is. And that support from the far side. Divine Light a little bit too early though. Aki already with the Bennett's rage. Now on the Bennett to take this Lord out as fast as she can. But Kai is already back. That's the last slot for you. Mobility, but that bottom, I don't know what Shiro is up to. But the splits to get out of there, that must be yeah, that would have been conflicting because your teammates have already taken the Lord, so there's no need for you to still zone out. You know, you need to regroup and clear the waves. But that's MC trying to escape unnecessary engagement. You have to escape unnecessary engagement. So far, you know, it's a 0-0 because it's still the first game. Okay, Thundros, that's the Phantom Execution, but the direct Wrath of Dryad catches him in and puncture to escape there. The bloodthirsty half for MCO trying to engage, but he cannot. He just cannot. The Lord is approaching. You have to weigh your options here. You have to be very careful. That's Dark Wave. If you're not pushing to follow up, but the Thundros trying to get away with a puncture, but the ultimate snipe does not have enough damage from Solia to take him out, and the Lord will approach from the bottom lane. If you're not pursued, trying to pass much time as he can. The horse is really making sure he puts himself out there like an ESP should. But how much more can they defend? You can see Aki on the other side really trying to take out the tier 1 here of the inhibitor turrets. But can't they? Solian onto the mid lane. Solian really has to be patient here. Feather strike from the other side. Divine Light as well. But that's the Lycan pounce from MZ to clear the waves. But can they really make this work? That's the question you ask yourself. Right now, FFs are really pushing Soten, which is what not you would think from popular opinion. But this is happening, guys, and it's happening live. FFs are really dominating this game. They have a 5k gold lead right now. And that is not even funny. A 3-kill lead. The wave lead as well. And the KDAs. And you want to see. Okay, you guys want to see the builds? Okay. You can see the builds here. Excuse me, guys. 1 sec. Okay. Alright, so Shiro, okay, camping here. They're really just holding their position, which is actually what matters. You know. Solian. Equalizer, just might walk into this one, make Mystic Field. Hush, really just doing what an ESP should. Doesn't want to make any unnecessary mistakes. Cynic putting himself out there with Hush as well. Trying to check the bushes here, but this might be an engagement. This might be one, but no, they're not ready for it. FFs are weighing their options, and they're weighing their options well. Should they engage and should they not? With 20 seconds on that Lord, is it worth it? Excuse me, or not? But right now, they're just waiting it out. Okay, glass slam with the pass. The split. Not willing to engage there. Cynic has to wait this out. At this point, they're just baiting it out and just clearing the waves. But Kai, you're the jungler. You can't afford to make any moves. But right now, the tank is being pressured here. It's being pressured. But okay, ultimate snipe to check for the bushes as well. But they started the Lord. They're not wasting any time. FFs are really holding out their lead on this game. And they're just holding it out. They've taken the Lord. And that's it. No contest whatsoever. No contest whatsoever. Okay, Bennett's Rage comes in, Tsunami Slam with the title strike as well, but that's him putting himself out there. Hush, the Lord is coming. Hush, is this a wise move? Hush goes down. Meanwhile, Shiro already doing his own thing down bottom there. There's the slam, the ground, Mystic Field mobilizes him. And the title strike, not willing to follow that one through. FFs are not ready to commit just yet. And they will try to make sure they hold out until this Lord gets to them, because that's only what they can do if they want to secure this game one. That's the slap. But not willing to follow that one through with the pass. The Lord is approaching from the bottom lane. And they have to be patient enough to push with it. You can't afford to make any unnecessary moves at this point in time. Meanwhile, up top, Kai really clearing the waves here. Solian as well. But down bottom, Nero, there's a brutal engagement with the slam. And that's the Wrath of Dryad. The turret is almost down, and that's the turret going down. The inhibitors are down. Soten are trying to defend, but no, slams down with the pass to get Solian in, but Solian with the demon reaction time flickers out with the base is being targeted, and FS will make the statements to the people supporting Soten in the comments and say that no, everyone may support Soten, but we will take the game. And that's exactly what they did and take game 1. FF 1, Soten 0. My goodness, a very interesting match there for both teams. That was amazing. A very brilliant play from Cynic as well as Shiro, and a very good reaction time from Solian. That was an amazing gameplay. Thank you guys. That was amazing really, because if you think about it, if I recall correctly, you guys were saying that, well, all the Soten supporters are big. This is the time I will start now. We are the Soten supporters. There were 3 guys were shouting Soten. Okay, excuse me guys, let me just take this away. Alright, so I predicted this thing, right? You guys supported Soten, and I also predicted it, and I said there's a chance that Soten, well, there's a chance that FFs will take game 1. I laid my predictions, right? But then again, hey, it's just a game 1. There's still a game 2 and a game 3. So there's still a chance for Soten to still win this game, in fact, if they take game 1 and game 2. But yes, let me know what you guys think. I'll be engaging you guys right now. Okay, yeah, no, somebody's inviting me. I'm not actually available now, please. I'm not available, I beg. I'm streaming. Alright, so someone says, yesterday you can't, he said, Black Matter, calm down. Okay, someone says, yesterday, he said, yesterday you carry me joke. Okay, I'm not actually sure when I did that, but is that me you're referring to? Can you remind me when I did that? Okay, someone says, matter allowed. Alright. No complaints here, guys. No complaints. Alright, I will allow you guys to, support who you want to support. But then, okay, someone says, you guys are not ready for FF. Well, I shouldn't actually be saying anything in regards to this, because as a caster, I'm not supposed to be partial, because I'm supposed to be impartial so I can cast properly. But then again, when we started this stream, we had like 4 people saying they are for Soten. I didn't see a single person that said they are for FFs. But hey, let's see how it goes. Isaac said Soten don't show me shaggy. Okay, Isaac, so sorry about that. And someone says we did here. Wow, Soten supporters are still standing strong. I applaud that, really. I really applaud that. Someone says go FF. Well, someone says okay, that's December. He said I always tell EQ say Skype is annoying by force. Okay, that's Equalizer. Well, Equalizer actually tried his best, but I guess there's a limit to what you can do, right? There's a limit to what one person can do in a team. So someone says, why on Mage no carry Sicilian? When they were drafting, I did say that there were some meta picks available that they didn't ban in the lobby. I did say that, I mentioned that, but they had their picks. They know what they wanted. They went for what they want. But someone has dropped a prediction here, and that's Hydra. He says 2-0. Wow. Well, that's one prediction that you would not want Soten, for Soten, because they actually have a chance to take the game 2 and game 3, and if they do, they win the game. But with the way Fake played in that last match, man, that is definitely gonna be them having their contingency plan being executed properly for that to work. But then let's keep the hopes alive and say there is a chance here, guys. Okay, someone says your blood dey hot. Alright, someone says who be this? I guess you guys are referring to yourselves there. But yeah, they are almost completing the lobby, guys. So while they are still in the lobby, let me just drink water and just get myself rehydrated here, please, I beg. All right, so someone says 2-0. Honestly, guy, I'm a, I will say no comment on that. Okay, someone says I believe in Soten. Well, believe in them, not believe in them. They have to make it work somehow. If they want to win this match, they have to take the game 2 and the game 3. They have to. And someone says Roger was shut down on that game. Maybe they should consider that jungle now. Okay, that's Fisayo, by the way. Yo, what's up, Fisayo? How is it going, man? What's up? That's my caster for the team fight analysis. Unfortunately, he couldn't come here today to join me because of technical difficulties. And really, someone says, yeah, if I did it at 2-1, we go. Well, Jordan, let's hope that Soten actually win the 2-1 in this game. And someone says Omo I don't actually know what you're referring to, but yeah. So far, someone says try to go ban Lancelot. Definitely, they'll definitely want to prevent Kai from using that pick again. And okay, someone says you guys go now. Okay, Killflow is the host of the lobby, so I'm not actually the one that's going to start. And someone says I think this Cypher did 200 stars. Oh, you can see Cypher from my screen. Yeah, he's actually my friend. And someone says or pick a room that can counter him. He's well protected. Yeah. Roger had difficulties against Calais because Calais has a lot of CC, and especially one thing about Calais is that she had the surprise, the element of surprise with that tidal strike, and Nairo really played that element well. She really played with that element well. So that's something that you really have to consider. But I still think that a better jungler would have worked and a better mage would have worked. I mean, the Mystic Fields were helpful, but how much more can they really? That's what you should ask yourself. How much more can they? Yeah, he's well protected. I do agree with that. But yeah, right now we're just waiting for the players to be complete so we can get straight into it, guys. Just be patient for a bit. Alright, so I think they're complete now. And is that are they asking me whether I'm ready? Okay, someone says the beat place, he wants to check net. Alright guys, more delays, nothing new here. Just be patient. We're gonna get straight into it. You guys just have to be patient. Okay, so someone says Kalia rotates first. Yes, now, like Nairo knows what he's doing. He knows that once he's lost his element of surprise, especially against Solian, he rotates immediately. He leaves. He doesn't try it over and over again. And I really like that about him. I like that because once you know that, look, this person already knows I'm here, it has kind of reduced the effectiveness of that gank. So, the person will now be prepared, right? So, yeah, that's something that Nairo really did well, and I like that. And someone says, FF1 Soten 0. Yes, that's actually true. And then someone says, if they carry Calais and no Purify, it will actually be hell. It will be hell. And someone says, Roger was shut down on that game. Maybe they should consider another jungler now. Yes, that is true. They should consider another jungler. And someone says, shall they go ban Lancelot? That's given. That's given. And someone says, what's the score right now? Okay, they've told you the scores. And someone says, I won't even mind Badangrom. Badangrom is good, though. Like, if you see a good Badangrom, if you see what Badangrom can do, you'll be scared, guy. Badangrom, see, if an experienced Badang can beat an inexperienced tank that is a Roma. Like, Badang is deadly. I've seen what a good Badang can do. Okay, someone says, I will not even mind. Okay, I've engaged that. Someone says, like, try and match the rotation speed. Yeah, the thing about that rotation speed is, Nairo already has this level of coordination with, Fuyu, which was their mage, and also Fuyu has wings by wings on the Fasa. That's the the ability that allows her to transform into a black mist to surround Vari. So the wings by wings has some level of speed already in the mechanic. So Nairo already has the speed too as well. So it's not easy to match the rotation speed when you've got two highly mobile characters that can rotate and has a lot of range. So that's one of the disadvantages of that lineup that MZ really struggled against. But hey, let's see whether they pick something that works with, like a link. A link would, a link would work in terms of that rotation thing, because link can, the Finch boys, you can move through walls, and sorry, you can move over walls, and yeah, you should really consider that. Okay, someone says okay, they're already up, and I think Equalizer says hold on. Wow, more delays. Damn, this is one of the things that kill enthusiasm. But yeah, we just have to just wait, I guess. No other option, guys. No other option. All right. Just have to chill for it. Just chill. So there's a pretty big event going on right now at Three Crown Esports. It's like the finals. So there's not a lot of people really watching this one today, like yesterday. So that's actually quite understandable. But hey, if you guys want to go there, you want to stay here, I appreciate anyone you do. It's still Mobile Legends. We're still all in the same game if you think about it, and it's still the Nigerian server. But yeah, someone says Lord, see Jordan. Okay, so yeah, we're getting straight to the game, guys. The bans now. I do hope they don't make the same mistake they did the last time, and I do hope Equalizer considers another mage than the last one, because you really have to, man. You really have to. Okay, CC ban. They're still going for the same bans. I mean, Fisaya, what do you think? They can go for different bans here. I mean, I didn't see the lobby bans, but they can still go for different bans. My ban is CC. Fine. And Jordan, okay, I think Jordan is now in. Okay, he has left the stream and he has joined the game for Soten. So that's actually crazy. Jordan, you're in game now. You're in the hot seat. So you gotta see what it's like to be seen on the big screen, rather than just coming here to comment and stuff. But then that's Nairo. We're with the second ban for FFs. You really have to make this work. Okay, and the retail ban. The last one was a Beatrix, but then you can see that they're really making sure that MC is the second person to ban now, so that the first picks will be opened. But MC has to take down someone. You have to take down that Calais. No matter what, you have to take down that Calais, because if you don't take down that Calais, they will probably lock down the Calais on their first chance they get. So you have to take down that Calais, MC. This is your one chance. But no, he goes for the Gateau instead. And this is Nairo's chance to repeat that Calais pick again. And yeah. Okay, MC is the jungler. In case you're asking, MC is the jungler. And Fisara says Sisi is fast. I see what they are doing. Yeah, Sisi is actually very fast. Sisi has a lot of mobility there, especially with the buoyant bounce. She has a lot of mobility. And someone says, guy, another fast hero, some strats maybe. Well, I said it. I mean, we saw that one coming. Nairo is going to lock down the Calais. I mean, why did we not just ban the Calais? I mean, banning the Calais would have helped out a lot in the draft. Calais was such a problem to Equalizer and a problem to their mage, to their Solion as well. So why wouldn't they just ban why wouldn't they just ban them? Equalizer here really leaving that Xavier and going for Aurora here. The Frost Maiden. You have to go for something here, but YSS, I don't think they will go for YSS, Alex is saying. I don't think they will go for a YSS. I don't think we're gonna see that. But Aki, okay, you have to wait. Folex says Pride. Well, I don't know. Because in situations like this, when it comes to the drafting is all about strategy, right? You don't have to put your personal emotions into drafting, because it can compromise. I mean, this is something that is a problem for your team, obviously. So if you actually go for that, you could compromise your lineup and make it even difficult for your teams. But yeah, two mages. They've got a Kagura and a Aurora. I don't know how they want to make that work. I don't know if they are going for a redraft, because that's just gonna drag things out and more delays and all that. That's not gonna be nice. But Kai here already locking down the Joy. The Joy was banned the last time, so if they ban the Lancelots, Kai will just go for the Joy. If they ban the Joy, Kai will just go for the Lancelot. It's a pick your poison thing for Kai. Do you want this guy? Both of them are highly mobile. They've got high burst. So do you want electrifying beats, or do you want Phantom Execution? What do you want? Pick your poison. But that's the final ban for the both teams, as Cynic is left with one. He can take down the Fasa, but no, he takes down the Moskov, and I don't know why he did that. But Aki here has the chance to take down someone, probably MC's Roger. He can take down MC's Roger, or he can take down the Belric. The Belric can be very problematic for Kai, especially when he starts, the Beats of Joy. So no, he takes down the Melissa. Honestly, I question the picks, the bans sometimes, but then both teams, they have their reasons. Okay, they are probably discussing within themselves. But yeah, so guys, what do you think about the drafting and so far? And someone says Kagura Jungle. What in the world? How does that work? No, like, do you know the amount of buttons that Kagura want, the amount of skills that Kagura want to press just to take out one creep? I imagine. Oh no, guys, no, I know we can't do that, man. Okay, someone says, what's going on with Soten? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, why would they have two mages? I mean, they have a jungler, and the only time they get a redraft is if they don't have a retribution. So definitely they're not getting a redraft for this one. And if FFs win this match, that is it for tonight, guys. That is 2-0 on Soten's belt. That is not a nice loss, man. Especially with all your supporters on the stream here. And someone says, Fisayo says like your Xavier, Fisayo, you're not serious. Fisayo, you're not serious. You can't bury this thing. Okay, that's the Lapu there. That's the Lapu there from Shiro, leaving behind that glue and going for the Dorican Chief. And Aki here on the Granger and Cynic on the Lucas. Okay, 2 retribution. What is Soten doing? What is going on with this draft? What is this? And someone says, Granger is taller than Lapla. And like you say, are you actually looking at that? Well, no, that's a Tammuz pick from Cynic, and that will conclude the draft. What do you think, guys? Which draft are you inclining towards? Are you inclining towards the draft of FFs or the draft of Soten? What do you think? I'll engage the comments. One sec. Okay, someone says, for having 2 mage, they might be really cooking. One of them is AFK. They're not having a redraft. I don't think they're getting a redraft because they have a jungler, they have a retribution, so this is not a redraft. And is that Solian? Solian is a gold laner, so it's a Kagura gold. I don't know how this is going to work. I mean, there's a Harris gold lane, but a Kagura gold lane, I don't know, man. Let's see what they do, though. Let's see how they make this work. And someone says, Soten is winning this. Kalia will be locked down. Honestly, I feel like Solian went for Kagura because of that CC removal, but you have to also consider too, there's gonna be a DPS drop in the late games because you don't really have a lot of DPS on Hylos. You don't really have, and there's too much magic damage on Soten. Jesus, 4 magic damage dealers. I mean, Hylos deals magic damage. Kagura, Julian, Aurora as well. Only 1 physical. That's too much magic, man. That's not nice at all. But hey, someone says so much sustain on Soten's side, but bust on FF. This should be interesting. Well, hopefully it does. But hey, I'm not gonna stop engaging the comments. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna disengage you guys for now so that I can focus on the casting. But let me just zoom out on the map a little bit here, zoom in back and get my right view. And yeah, that's it. Okay. Solian is still stationary here, putting out the umbrella, but I don't really know whether this is an EFK pick or a normal pick. But meanwhile, on that Leto side, they're really contesting here. But the Frigid Glacier and the Leto has been taken, and that's the Vexana for you, taking down the Leto on behalf of their jungler, Kai. Kai doesn't seem to be interested in that. Radio level 3 though. Meanwhile, up top, Cynic really battling it out with the Lapu there. That's the Molten Claws, but the Jungle Warrior pulls the Lapu out of there before that could have been problematic. That's the thing about the Lapu. Before you reach level 4, you have to be very careful. Do not engage unnecessarily. But meanwhile, gold lane, Solian doing what he does best with that reaction time. But that's the ice coming in. And up top, it's getting a bit bloody here. And Jordan Kotlo has to get away. Okay, gets away. The horse knows when not to take risks. And the king of the centaurs. And meanwhile, on the mid lane, the turtle has spawned though, so that they have to go back up. They have to shift their focus away from the gold lane. And on the turtle, meanwhile on the turtle side, they have to be patient at this point for it to spawn. But MC farming creeps while it's at it. They're really maximizing your time there. And the turtle has spawned. And Cynic already starting it out, aiding his jungler. But Nairo is already here and really waiting to use that tidal strike. The turtle is almost taken there, but the turtle will be taken by Kai. He does what he does best. as he steals the turtle away. Landshaker Jordan is first blood, and the Lapu takes it, and that's double. Cynic falls with them, and MC trying to get away. The Julian, but can he get away? Justice Blade started up with Cause Splash, finishes the job with Kai, the Leonel Crystal. Meanwhile, there's the but not able to get that kill there. Solian is aware, equalizer as well. They're trying to defend one step. The title strike comes in. Equalizer still has that Pride of Ice passive though, and the Cause Blast will get him enough chance to get away. Nairo gets away, and that's the Frigid Glacier connecting onto one. Kai falls. MC punishes him. A bit of an overextension there, and that's what's gonna happen when you're a squishy jungler and you overextend. But meanwhile, on the mid lane, Aki just waiting. Okay, family little here with Rhapsody. It's been a while since we've seen a Granger on field, but Solian just waiting for him to come in. But that's the Umbrella pull out, but the Death Sonata push back to avoid it. And Aki is quick with the reaction time. A very brilliant one. As a gold laner, you should be someone that has good reaction time. But down on the mid lane, there's a gank cooking up here. Jordan will be the one to frontline that one though. The Cause Blast will miss. And that's the Source Chain Sky combo to take out the gold crab down bottom. But MC is not ready for an engagement just yet. Has to rotate up top. Sam, okay, Tidal Strike comes in, but misses the chance to engage. And that's the ice there. The frost coming out from Equalizer. A guy is trying to cook up here, but both teams are a bit hesitant. They don't want to make any unnecessary moves. They don't want to make any moves that might cost them. You have to just be patient here. That's the secret to situations like this. Just wait it out. The turtle has spawned, and that will signal the attention of Kai and MZ. But how much more? Kai stole the turtle the last time. Will MZ let him do it again? And Nairo already positioning himself here and just waiting for the right target. Meanwhile, for you as well, you're just waiting for that signal of engagement. Jordan just waiting for that chance too. But MC has already started the turtle here. Kai waiting for his moment to come and steal here. That's Leonel Crystal already having the bits of joy. But the glorious pathway comes in, signals the engagement there. But the Cause Blast signals too. But MC takes the turtle, not able to signal that one out. But Cyclone Eye takes Kai out. Aki, they're trying to do a cleanup here. It's a cleanup there. But that's an engagement there. Landstorm, Landshaker connects there. Raging Slash finds Solian. And Soten goes down, to get away, but that Stam was not ready to let him go. A defensive one, Jungle Warrior to get out. You see, that's the thing they're lacking right now. They're lacking DPS, but they're pushing the mid lane there. All 5 of them on the mid lane. You can tell that FF is trying to end this game as fast as possible. They're already ahead in the gold lead, ahead in the kill lead, ahead in turrets. And they're trying to cancel this out and go home, go to bed with a 2-0 victory, but not so fast, as they will try for a pushback. Meanwhile, on the gold lane, Aki ready trying to take down the tier 1 here. FF are working together to take out the turret as much as they can. The tier 1 goes down as Aki will try to clear the waves here. Jordan coming in, but that's the Tidal Strike already to dodge that one. A beautiful use of that skill from Nairo. And on the mid lane here, MZ just might be able to invade this one. The short chain Sky combo, but sees them coming. That's a wise move, not engaging when you see the opponents there. Tidal Strike comes in, but it's Nami Slam not able to use it though. You can take it down, Nairo falls, and that does not make it any easier. Landshaker does not connect there. Up top, already there, Raging Slash connects onto MZ, but the Sword Chain Sky Enhanced Sword gets him out, and Jordan falls. They're trying to clean up there, but not able to find anyone else. Equalizer is way ahead of them when it comes to that. Meanwhile, up top, Cynic already pushing down the tier 1 on the EX lane. Aura for Aura. If you're not there, I will take your turret. Equalizer coming in to clear to salvage what's left of the EX lane. But the EXP crab is already taken down, and the total has spawned. Cynic and MZ rotating down bottom. You really have to take it out. You really have to make sure. Okay, right now Dead Sonata's trying to poke here, but the turtle has been taken, and Kai is already there, already starting it out. MZ is not anywhere close. It's being zoned out by Shiro. But that's the engagement there. Gloss pathway comes up, but Kai already takes it in. And that's Cynic taking a lot of hits there. Cynic will go out, takes out Nairo, flickers out, but will they let him go? Shiro takes him out. No, he does not. Landshaker with a flicker, Raging Slash. Shiro gets a triple kill. Equalizer falls to his blade. And the king of Doricans will make his mark out there in the front lines. A brilliant move from Shiro. though. Jordan really having to retreat there. It's ironic for a Roma to abandon their mage a 3-for non-trade in that team fight. But Kai, he's just trying to clear the waves and manage time. But they really have to salvage what's left of the lanes. Take out the tier 1 here. But Shiro, okay, British fighter comes in. Lanchika connects onto 2. That may be a Sanford move. The Raging Slash dodging the stun. But that's the Fiji Glacier connecting though. And that's one. Kai walking into the flank here. But Lanchika stops him in his track. But no, the King of Centers is able to escape. And that's the engagement there. Okay, not able to get away. Snappy slam. And the Eternal Guard comes in into the airborne. But Cynic is not ready to give up. Cynic will go down to Kai. And Kai puts him in his place. The Grand Lord Lava will be forced to hold off on his kill and his thirst for blood until another time. Meanwhile, down bottom, Soten really just trying to take this one out. Tier 1 taking advantage of the absence of Aki on the gold lane. With MC onto the mid lane, Shiro here taking out the tier 1 there. Finally on the EXP lane, but he's trying to get one up top, and this Lapu is styling right now. This Lapu is styling. He's really making sure he preserves that KDA, but he has to be careful though with this engagement there. Okay, that's the pullback. Solely and finds one. Wheel goes down. Landshaker connects onto 2, but flickers out. The growth path will slow them down. Rigid Slash steps out, brings it back, but he will get away. The King of the Centaurs with the strategic retreat back into the base, into safety. Justice Blaze, but Nairo, the Lord has spawned. And Cynic is out there. They need him though, but he's too busy pushing the lanes, too busy trying to clear. But MC trying to salvage what's left, but the enhanced sword defensively, and that will signal the start for the Lord. Okay, has to get to that Lord, has to get up close, But that's the Lord style by Kai and supported. Shiro zoning them out up top, and that's MC trying to come in here, but they're not letting him get any closer. Equalizer trying to apply some frost here, and that's Solian with the push step. Okay, comes close, but Kai takes the Lord here, and that's Cynic with a defensive one. Jungle Warrior close pathway with Raging Slash, and that's the 2-man lat shaker from the Lapu, and gets put down. Aki finishes the job. Aki gets the double with a cleanup. Fake frauds! Showing why they're the fake frauds. They will take down and they'll wipe out, and it's a 4-for none. Equalizer, the only one left. The only one to defend the base. What can he do? Is this the end of the game? What will Soten, how will they respond to this? Equalizer still has that pride of ice passive left though. Still has that chance. It's crazy. It's crazy, but you have to wonder the numbers are back again. The numbers are back again. But really, the Lord is almost melted down, and that's them not trying to let it get completely melted down without them getting anything in reward for it. But the Eternal Guard connect onto 2. They're not able to take. They're not able to take the inhibitors. Wow, they were really focusing on the waves this time. But next time, definitely gonna get them next time. But fake frauds, wow, they might just be the real fakes, man. They might just be the real fakes. But yeah. Or should I call them real frauds? I mean, but I still don't like the name frauds though. I still don't like the name frauds. Okay, yeah, Folex. Folex. Sorry, I just looked at the comment section. All right. Okay, damn. Look at this. I'm actually sweating right now, Sha. But this game is actually very, interesting. I like the fact that Soten are okay. Trying to strike coming in, Nairo. But that's not anything major though. Not willing to commit to that one. The dead sonatas from Aki. They're really starting to hot now. I can't imagine the amount of stacks on the Capriccio, but they have sought to get him out. I don't strike. But Nairo is just barking right now. No bites at all. But Shiro already getting the Athena shield. It seems like the magic damage is starting to get in. Of course, they've got 4 heroes that deal magic damage. So you have to have an Athena. You have to have some sort of magic defense. The hybrid defense you gain from the previous fighter is not enough, especially when in the late games. You have to. But yeah, so far. Okay, previous fighter jumps in. There's the title strike. But that's more coming in for where that came from. Fake frauds already engaged in there. Is this a cleanup? They will engage there. But that's Cynic going down to Aki. And more, they're not really to follow that one through. Aki pulls a double. A close one at that. Meanwhile, up top, Solian goes down and Aki finds one. But really, the base is not wide open. The minion waves are approaching. and really fake frauds, they're just making short work of them. The Lord has almost spawned and they're not going for it. MC trying to defend. Yeah, I think it's their chance. They should go for it. I mean, Soten Kishidan doesn't have the numbers to contest for this Lord, so it's actually be in their favor to go for it because they'll be stuck clearing. Meanwhile, Shiro down bottom of the Lord area, they will start the Lord there. That's gonna be an easy one, zero contest whatsoever. Because you're busy clearing, so Aki takes down that one, and that's the jungle warrior from Shiro to get closer to his teammates. But the Lord will approach from the mid lane, and who knows how Soten will defend against this one. That's Shiro walking in boldly, and the enhanced sword. That's the engagement there, but no, that's just a poke, a bite. Okay, Lord is approaching, but then the minion waves are beginning to align, and that's Kai bringing down the one from the gold lane, and that's up top. Jordan really trying to frontline this defense here, but that might be an engagement. Tidal strike comes in, but not able to connect onto anyone. The base is almost wide open. They're not able to push. They don't want to push here. That's Aki trying to get as much physical damage inside, but Soten is not letting him. He has to almost go out. Daryl falls, and Jordan falls as well too. Aki Cynic takes him down, but no one is pushing the base. The base is wide open, but Cynic, a brilliant defense. But Cynic. And Kai's running circles around him. That's a 4 for 2 in favor of Soten. A brilliant defense from Soten. They will not go down easily. They don't want a 2-0 defeat. They will try to make a statement and hold out as much as they can. And in situations like this, you actually wish that you used a attack speed marksman, because in that situation, if you had an attack speed marksman like Moskov, you would really enjoy it because he would really melt the base really quickly. But hey, Granger's got his own perks too. But then that's the clear. Okay, right now you just have to retreat. You have to clear the waves, take farm as much as you can, and just get the equipment you need and swap out what you don't need at this point. But up top, they're doing the same thing as well. Both teams really just retreating. And someone says, I want to see fake frauds. Okay, excuse me guys. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I just got a notification. So for you guys watching, can you still hear my voice? I just got a notification here. Can you see my voice? Okay, that's an engagement there. Okay, nothing too serious. Bravest fighter defensively. They're trying to shut down Shiro, which is actually valid, but there's my push for an engagement there. Solian, the land shaker does not connect though. And Raging Slash either. He has used it up, but that's Solian falling down. This might be a push. Cynic is getting low, but the cross pathway up top. Jordan almost taking him out. Cynic falls, and Kai is shut down by Jordan. And the title strike coming in. MC, you're already low. MC falls to Aki, and this might be a push. They might not need that, Lord. The base is open. The minions are coming in. What can they do? Soten, Jordan is taking so much damage, but can he send to defend? No, he can't. And the base is taken out. Fake frauds. They take the game tonight. They keep their road alive, and that will be a victory 2-0 against Soten. Amazing gameplay from both teams. An impressive one at that. I'm amazed. Fake frauds have made a statement, a bold one at that, and giving Soten or silver. But really, you have to ask the question. Soten tried as well. But unfortunately, we can only have one winner for tonight. So, yes. So for all you Soten supporters, your bet just caught. So yeah, your bet just caught. I'm pleased. I'm proud to announce to you that your bet just caught. So yes, yeah. So I really want to mention this though. This is actually a 2-0 victory for those just tuning in. So we're not gonna have a game 3. We're not gonna see a game 3. So this is gonna be it for tonight, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. I remain your humble caster, Blakk Matter, and I'll see you guys tomorrow where we continue where we left off on day 3 of the seasonal finals. See you all some other time. See you all tomorrow. Good night.